Hello everybody, it's Non-Scene News here, and today we've got some breaking news coming from the front lines of geopolitical events. First, we're just going to start off with Hezbollah. Hezbollah slash Lebanon has decided to strike Israeli troops in northern parts of the Israeli-Syrian zone. So if you see here, you can see the Hezbollah strikes. See that there seem to be some rocket launchers, but it doesn't seem to be guided. So very, very interesting news. And Israel has responded to this attack. Israel has quoted, Israel will not allow Hezbollah attacks to continue. Will soon make necessary decisions and hopes for international support. So Israel's not even really hitting back on Lebanon like Hezbollah, so I don't know why Hezbollah, if I was Hezbollah, I don't know why you would stop because Israel's not actually hitting Hezbollah back, so they're probably just relying on maybe US sanctions or like countries just sanctioning Hezbollah or something and cut them off to all supply. But very interesting. And two, Jerusalem has stated the Israeli foreign minister summoned the Armenian ambassador for a conversation due to the statements of the recognition of the Palestinian state, which I said at the end of yesterday's video. So Israel seems to not be happy with that. So very, very interesting. Okay, we're going to go to NATO. Apparently, the European Union has approved the decision to begin the accession of negotiations with Ukraine and Moldova. So, to join the European Union. So, Ukraine and Moldova are set to join the European Union in June the 25. So, the discussions will start. So, it actually might take a couple years, or I don't know, a year for Ukraine to actually get into the European Union, but this will really help Ukraine in particular and Moldova because there's a lot of repairing to do in Ukraine. So very interesting. And Viktor Orban has stated that NATO will have a military mission in Ukraine and Hungary will not participate in it. Viktor Orban said, the president of Hungary, and he recognizes that NATO plans to send troops and stuff because apparently 500 Canadian special forces have arrived in Kiev. This is not proven yet. It's not been confirmed by the Canadian sources or government, but apparently there's been rumors of 500 Canadian special forces and French soldiers entering Ukraine. So the French apparently reported in Odessa, and Canadian forces are reported in Kiev. So very interesting, and we'll see what happens there. We got some news coming from the Republic of China or Taiwan, um, whatever you really want to call it. But the Taiwanese VP quoted that we are learning from Ukraine. We are learning from Ukraine how to prepare for a potential Chinese attack by focusing on reforming and decentralizing our military command structure. We are also working to increase the resilience of our entire society, including civil defense in our homeland. This was said by the Vice President Zhao Pivham. So very interesting. Taiwan seems to be learning from Ukraine, and it knows that, well, it expects an attack from the People's Republic of China. So, very, very interesting. And we got some news coming from Montenegro and the Balkans and the coast of the Balkans. Apparently, there's been a massive power outage hit Montenegro, Bosnia, and Croatia in the Dalmatian coast. That's what's the coast called. This one. Dalmatian coast, and apparently, uh, like a big energy plant in Montenegro coast that powers a lot of this Dalmatian coast actually ended up like breaking or something like this. So very interesting. Seems like these countries won't have a power for a little bit, but they'll probably do the Ukrainian move and just put a bunch of generators on the streets and stuff. So it should be fixed pretty soon anyway. We got news from Niger. Apparently, Niger has kicked out the French out of the major Ukrainian mine, uranium mine. Niger has revoked the operating license of the French nuclear fuel production, so in the uranium mine. So tensions between Niger and France continues to increase. This is going to be a massive hit in France because most of its country, I believe, don't quote me on this, I might actually be wrong, but I think it's nuclear powered, France, and if you don't have uranium, then it's going to be pretty bad. So this is a big hit to the French economy, I guess, and energy. So France needs to look somewhere else for its uranium. So because it's been kicked out. And talking about nuclear reactors, apparently a third of all nuclear reactors in the world are being built by Russia. The FT notes with regret. So this was Financial Times saying this, and it also quoted that Russia is constructing nuclear power plants takes about 10 years. Then its operational lifespan is about 60 years. After that, decommissioning the retired plants takes another 10 to 20 years. So apparently, this creates endless relationships with Russia that these countries are entering into. So obviously, I'm pretty sure one of the visits, I'm pretty sure Russia's planning to build a power plant in Vietnam. Don't quote me on this. And there was another country, I don't remember. Oh, it was Uzbekistan. Sorry. Um, Russia is planning to build one in Uzbekistan too. So Russia is doing some big investments around the world. And we got some actually front line updates coming from somewhere in the front line. So you've seen this video in the bottom left corner. This is a Ka-52 helicopter. It might not seem much, that just a helicopter shooting unguided missiles, but it's actually pretty big because apparently these helicopters are providing direct close air support. So if you don't know what this means, they're going really close. They directly supporting the troops. They're missiling the Ukrainian troops. So this actually shows that the Ukrainian air defense is at an all-time low, and the Ukrainians don't have any manpads or the anti-air to actually destroy these helicopters. So this is actually pretty big news, and we got news that the first Fab 3000. If you don't know what Fab 3000 is, it's like a massive bomb, and the Russians haven't used it yet until now. So if you see this video, sorry, your bottom left, there's it seems to be this massive Fab 3000 with, it appears to be like wings, so these gliding structures, so it can go even further. So it hits it, and a huge explosion takes place. And we've actually got to end the day, I've decided to put like a pretty funny video, but somewhere in Siberia there's apparently a bear that was on someone's car, so I just decided to add that in. So that's all I have. That's all I have for you today. I am Non-Scene News. I will provide the daily non-scene news that Western medias and other medias do not show you. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you all like and subscribe, and I will, as always, see you in the next one. Thank you, and take care.